Happy Father's Day, everybody. It's a special day for me. It's a special day for all of us fathers out there. But also to those who have lost their fathers, my heart goes out to you. Thankful to have mine, but as you guys know, for Mother's Day, I lost my mom, so definitely there with you guys. I just did a head shave, 4 days, I think, worth of growth on there. Used WSP Fougere Noir. I'll give my impressions on those. I'm going to do one compilation video, kind of impressions as I do head shaves with them. But we are on to Barrister and Mann soap battles. First on deck through the name draw was Ferox. It's, the kids are playing with the iPad. The notes that I remember: grapefruit, thyme, sage, vetiver. I know there's like one or two more in there, but that's the main soap. I'm going to do Fougere. Kind of goes with the Fougere Noir, but also goes in with some of the sweetness. The way I like this kind of plays with the bamboo. Complements this soap real well. Nathan Clark Envy White Brush is soaking. And I just dropped it in the bowl. And then real quick, I actually just used this razor on my head, but the bullet tip is loaded with a Gem Blue Star. First time using it, broke it on the head. But I want to quick show you something real fast. Hopefully this shows up. I'm trying to show you the blade gaps. From what I can tell, it might be hard to pick out on this camera getting the angles exactly right, but it looks like the bullet tip has just a little bit more of a blade gap. And I just got a piece of cloth in there. Let me rinse that off real quick without cutting myself. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start loading up the soap for the soap battle. And I've got a little message for you. Since it's Father's Day, real quick, last night's church message, since I go Saturday night, was, we switched it up a little bit for Father's Day. And Pastor talked about, and this will be real quick, but just about the three roles us fathers have. That's just good for even the non-believers to think about. But our job is to provide for our family or for our kids, to instruct them. Instruct them in spiritual ways, but also just in the worldly ways, like how to fix their car, things like that. Whatever our skills are. And then also to discipline them. It doesn't always mean spanking, whatever, but just for their own good deal. But then to me, for us brothers in Christ, one really impressive thing they threw out a statistic that supposedly, I couldn't find the stat myself to verify it yet, found some similar ones, but that households where the fathers are the reason that our kids go to church, 85% of those kids become regular church attendees as an adult. Okay, on to the soap. Just wanted to share that. Right away for me, I get the grapefruit is the first thing that always pops out with this soap. Right off the bat, I get that. I get the vetiver, and then I get the what's the word I'm thinking of? The herbs, the herbal notes. That's to me, it's a nice bright soap because of the grapefruit in there, but then the vetiver I don't want to say darkens it up, but it makes it more complex, which is something Barrister and Mann to me really excels at, is the complex scent. Now sometimes that can cause some people to dislike it because they are not afraid to go with something different. Something that might be questionable. Like we'll get to Rome later on, You know, where it's a love-hate with a lot of people. A lot of people hate it. Some people love it. Some people like, you know, it's both apply to them. But as you can see, this lather is killing it. But beautiful lather. I am going to be right back. I'm going to pause this. My kids are kind of getting into it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and lather just a little bit more. It's gone for a few minutes. Didn't dry out, but I just want to make sure it's a good first lather. There is no issues whatsoever I've ever had with Barrister and Mann lathers. Top notch. Some people find them to be water hogs a little bit. They require a lot of water. I find it to be a little thirsty, but nothing crazy. Now I'm going to have, through this battle, I'm going to have, I believe it's 3 different formulas. This is the tallow, with lanolin, shea butter. Yeah, I won't go through all the... If you guys really want, I'm not a chemist. I'm not like the Shave Tank, where I can go into detail on all this stuff. If you want to read the labels, that's you're more than welcome to. Or all the ingredients, I should say. But yeah, just I've got their vegan as well, which I think tomorrow's still another tallow. And then I've also got lather, and that's a whole different formula. Hey, buddy.
Hi. If you never met me, I'm Matthew. I'm Matthew.
They've met you a few other times. Some people might not have, though. Here, I'll lift you up real quick. Oh, that's my oldest. He turned, on Friday, he turned 9. So, dude's had a birthday. I used my Brad Sear brush, the new one I used yesterday. I used that earlier for my head. Didn't want to use it in a battle yet until just it gets broken in more. I don't want anything to mask the scent of the soaps for the battles. So went with the tried and true, well broken in Nathan Clark brush. Good first pass. Just whisker reduction. After this, my boys and I are going to, or a little while after this, go see Inside and Out. We were going to go see it yesterday, but we postponed it. I wanted to do it on Father's Day. Just the 3 of us. You know, this is times too when I wish my father would have think about it as us dads, pass this on to our kids, especially our boys. Even our daughters, though. I know usually it's the wife that passes on leg shaving and all that to our daughters. Nothing says.
Hi, Blinky.
Yep. Nothing says fathers can't teach their daughters and their sons how to shave.
Blinky.
Yeah.
This is my Blinky. Yeah, it's a picture on it. And it looks like checkers.
Yep.
I think I could play checkers with it.
You could.
If I make the game players.
Uh-huh. So think about that too. You're going to start passing this on to your kids. I love when mine pop in like that because they see it, they're going to ask about it when they get older. They still do already, but when their stepdad starts to maybe try to teach them to shave, they'll be like, that's not how my daddy does it. And then hopefully I get to them first, but you never know. And I'm going to give the mongoose a break because I used that a lot when I was gone. That and my G-bar. So I'm going to work my way through some of my razors. Because I'm going to be looking at probably doing a sell-off here in the near future. Now this is a very, very good scent strength. Right there at the end I can still pick up the notes that always stay there for me are the grapefruit and the vetiver. The herbal notes kind of dry down a little bit or fade away. But for a complete scent description, go check out the Barrister Mann site. If you don't own any Barrister Mann, you're wrong. This stuff is fantastic. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 9. Traded one away a while back. It was Solstice. This wasn't for me. It's a good wake me up type soap. It's not too overpowering with the grapefruit. Like that's kind of knocked down a little bit by that the herbals and then specifically the vetiver. But just really, really beautiful smelling. Spring, summer for sure. But to me, you can go year round because the citrus isn't too heavy. You've got, like I said, that vetiver, which to me applies to all years. Or all times a year. I'm looking forward to going between the formulas. I haven't ever done them back and forth like that. Just like I did with my PAA. Be nice to be able to compare. And I'll try to give you guys my thoughts when those times come. I'll just say this right now, this is Barrister Mann Slick Soap. The performance is just outstanding. Those boys are having fun sort of fighting back there. Sometimes the fathers, you just gotta let them work it out if nobody's getting beat up. I know this shave isn't about my head shave either, but I did put a Nivea scentless balm on my face or head. That way I can put the aftershave on and I didn't cloud my palette with that, with the Foo Fougere already, so it's still a clean palette. jaw there. Wow. I really did not shave myself well today. You guys are getting a little longer video. I did have, I used, like I said, I used the same blade on my head. Had a lot of growth, but I did find as well that my normal 3-pass with touch-ups didn't get everything. So I'm wondering if these blades just aren't for me. So, could be that. So it might not have been a horrible shave on my part, you never know. So I've never had bad luck with many. I've only ever used one other brand of SE blades, and that was the. What, buddy?
After the movie, I want to go to the store and try to get that. This is what I want to try to get after.
It's Father's Day and they want my youngest one's toys. Hopefully I didn't cut myself there. But I've only ever tried the other blades I've tried were CVS blades. So those didn't work for me. And we'll see if this 4-pass didn't do it. We got problems. So I'm gonna quick rinse up, save some time. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Just cleaned up my brush and my face. I'm gonna put the Fufu on. Since I don't really have to compare this soap, I'm gonna do the aftershave as I finish up instead of trying to figure out which would be the winner. It's a very, very nice scent. Going into this is one of them that I honestly feel has a chance to potentially win it. A few others I think are in the same category, but this one definitely has a good solid chance to me. But it's got a tough choice. Tomorrow it's got Leviathan. And I got a fun customer service / journey story about that soap tomorrow to get into. But today, Ferox obviously is the winner because it's the only soap at this point in time. These blades, I don't think are winners for me. 4 passes and I'm still not the smoothest that I normally get, and the bullet tip works great for me. So just don't think these blades are for me. I still got stuff here, but I'm not going to touch it. I never go 5. I don't even do 5 touch-ups, you know, a touch-up 5th type deal. So we're done there. It wasn't the gear's fault, except for the blade probably. Could be operator, but I doubt it because I do use my single edges quite a lot. But Ferox, fantastic. Grapefruit, herbals, vetiver, other stuff in there. Go check it out. Fantastic stuff. Everybody, God bless. Have a happy Father's Day. Sorry this video went long, but had a lot to say today. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow when Leviathan takes on Ferox.